Hello, welcome everybody to this Selenium class. Just wanted to introduce myself. My name is Parthiva. I work in automation field. I do both manual and automation testing. For the last 2.5 years, I've been concentrating more on automation. Uh, just to give you a rough background, the automation market wants Java developers who can accidentally become testers. So that is what the automation market is looking for. They don't want manual testers anymore, but manual testers always have general importance because boundary conditions. You know how to look at a web application. So if now we were to do a combination of a manual tester with Selenium commands and then Java exposure being taught to you by your instructor there, then it will be a very nice combination to have. One thing please keep in mind, a manual tester can do automation, number one, and a manual tester using Selenium can automate any website. So if you have these 2 points, then things will become very easy and nice. So with that, I'm going to start with few basic Selenium commands. Also just wanted to tell, Selenium WebDriver is nothing but Selenium 2.0 that is currently in the market. And to set up the WebDriver, I think your instructor will cover you that part. Just basically you just need to put the jar files on your project Java build path and you should be all set. Selenium RC or remote control or Selenium 1.x has been deprecated or is not being supported anymore. So let's get to some basic commands of Selenium WebDriver. So here I have written some commands and I'll also share a particular HDFC website code with you, which tells you all the functions which we use in the Selenium automation, like all the operations a user performs on the website. And most importantly, Selenium WebDriver is used to automate web applications. For desktop based applications, you will have to use QTP. Selenium is only used for web applications, but in the current market, you have more web applications happening. So it's a good thing to have. So with that being said, I will start the thing. So these import commands, when I open the project, you will know for a particular Java program to work, you have to import certain commands and import certain classes so that your code will work. Most commonly used Selenium commands to be used in Selenium automation test. Please note, this is not a page object model. That is a different methodology. I'm sure your instructor will cover it. But I just want you to tell that be any manual tester using these commands can automate any website. Okay. Let's not bother about global variable for now. Let's start with this code. Uh, Create the browser object. So when you use this command WebDriver D3 or WebDriver driver, this is arbitrary. You can put anything. I have used D3. WebDriver D3 equal to new Firefox driver. What it does is it creates a new browser object and you have a reference of D3 to it. And when you do this command, a Firefox browser will open on your machine. Next, let's get to delete the cookies. Also one more thing, Selenium. See, the two important cruxes I want to mention here are each Java program is referred to as a class. Classes are made to make objects. Objects are any things you see on the website. For example, submit button, first name field, etc. And uh, all classes contain methods and fields. Fields or variables are interchangeable. All classes methods are also called as functions. I'm sure your instructor will cover. But this actually, talks crux about Java in a small subshell. Uh, so all classes are used to make objects. Objects are whatever you see in the website. Submit button, first name field. All classes contain methods, and then these methods contained fields or variables. Okay. So now let's come to delete the cookies. Some of the websites they have a problem where if you don't delete the cookies, then you'll be seeing wrong results. So the previous web sessions cookies will give you wrong test results. So the command, see, I have already created this D3 here. So once after you create this, each time you are referring to the browser, you can call it by D3. So this is nothing but the Firefox browser. So d3.manage.delete all cookies. This will delete all the cookies. I will send this, I mean this is available everywhere, but I'll definitely send whatever I'm covering here as files to your instructor. So do not worry about, if you miss something if you're missing copying something, don't worry about it. Then this is the Selenium wait command. Thread.sleep 2000L means it is 2 seconds basically. If thread.sleep is 5000L, then it is 5 seconds. There are better wait commands which have come now. I have covered that in one of my program. It's called implicit wait and explicit wait. In the automation market, they want you to use implicit wait or explicit wait. It makes it more professional, and also you're not wasting the test run. So if you use this thread.sleep, you will tend to increase the overload on the website. In the test case, your test case might, if 2 minutes test case due to excessive waits might take 10 minutes to run. That's not acceptable, because in 10 minutes manual tester can only execute the test case. We are using automation to speed up, but it should be a fine balance. So the implicitly wait and explicitly wait, those commands intelligently wait for the object to be recognized and then perform the actions on it, like clicking a button or whatever. So to maximize the window of a browser, you have same, this D3 again refers to Firefox browser .manage.window.maximize. And then if you want to get to a website, the command is d3.get. This d3 is nothing but driver or Firefox browser. So this can be anything. This can be d1, d2, d3, driver.get in google.com. If you generally search this, you will see many code like driver.get. So all them are same. All of them are same. So driver.get, yahoo.com, http. The best part of using the next command, right? If you use navigate, then you can do back operation and forward operation. Like, you click back button on a browser. So for example, I'm just showing, I have launched a browser. So let us say you have gone to yahoo.com. This I'm doing just manually to just show the back button. So here if you see, if you click on back, is clicking on back, then clicking on forward, these things can be simulated using these commands. Now if you use d3.navigate, only then you can simulate these commands. So driver.navigate to the website, and next is d3.navigate.forward and d3.navigate.back. So okay, then now these the most common commands which we will be using. Um, you will always find an element using a property. That property is nothing but XPath or CSS selector. There are two fields, and there are also ID, by name. Most commonly used are XPath. For IE browser, we have noticed that if you use CSS selector, then you will be beneficial. For example, the same thing, d3 dot find element by dot css selector, and then you will have some code inside, so the property value will be here. Dot click is one operation where it will just click the button. Then you have something called send keys. The send keys will input the value. So this will input as E123, means it will go to that first name column and it first name field, and it will type E1234. So send key dot send. So you always find an element using XPath or CSS selector or name or ID. After finding an element, you do your operation. You click the sign in button, or you send keys or input the username. So this can be reused multiple times. When you actually look at the program I will be showing, then you will appreciate it. This, just wanted to introduce to you that dot send keys dot click and driver dot find element by. So this portion is you're identifying that element till here, and you are using by XPath or by CSS selector. The next part of the thing is the actual operation you're doing on the website. You're inputting anything dot send keys, you're clicking something dot click. Okay. So yeah, I think I've covered those. Then finally coming to closing a browser. If you use quit command, then and suppose you have 2-3 browsers open, Firefox browser, then all those will close. Whereas if you only use close, only one single window of Firefox browser will close. So that is only the difference. It's always recommended to use quit so that you are sure that by accident you started test case 1 and the test case 1 had some connection to test case 2. It's better you do d3.quick so that you close all the browser windows. Okay, so that is in a nutshell. There is also something called select command. I mean, there are many commands, taking screenshot and all, but let us talk about, practically which are used, and your instructor can always cover anything which you missed out. So the select command also I will show you in the code. So select command is used when you have menus. So for example, let me go to hdfc.com. So if you look at HDFC Bank, see here, if you look right, see you are having these menus here. Find your nearest, then branch, then ATM, all ATM. You will use select command to select each sub element. So this is the main element. This is the next. This is parent. This is child 1, and this is child 2. So if you normally use XPath to click this, then click this, then click this, it won't work. You will have to use a select command only, where it will select each like parent, then and see the problem is, see it is only staying for 2-3 seconds. So that is the challenge. If you click and you move away, it goes away. Whereas select command will ensure that it stays there. Then you, from there you come to ATM, then all ATMs. I mean, that is the test case I wrote. Then here also you can select whatever anything. then display, and you will see, the ATM located in that particular area. For our sanity, we have done Andhra Pradesh and Hyderabad, because I am also from Hyderabad, so originally, whatever. So let me quickly, yeah, and display. You will see all our Sarur Nagar, Amberpet. Great. So this is what we would like to see. Halwal, Secunderabad, whatever. Okay. So that basically covers the Selenium commands. Uh, and let me look at the timing. I might have to split this recording video into two parts. I don't know the file size or whatever. So let me stop here, but I'll again upload the next video which talks about the actual code using these commands.